All right, welcome back, everybody. It is round 5, last regular round of the day, and we have one final match for you. This is going to be Sabine Yellow. We saw Sabine earlier at the top of the stream, and we're going to be looking at Leia Red as the opponent.
Aggro v aggro.
Aggro versus aggro here. These will not be long games.
No.
We've had a lot of long games. These will not be long games.
Absolutely not.
I just got scooped too. You guys don't want a third person here, do you?
I mean, I don't have any mics for you, unfortunately. Sorry. But this is where we're headed, ladies and gentlemen. Both players drawing up. The timer has not begun yet, but they're just going to go ahead and get prepped and ready here. Looks like Ian is starting on the button, so we will get that marked. At some point, someone's going to knock on that door and bring me a pizza, so we'll just keep that in mind. One of the beauties about working here at Dragon's Lair, I'm not working here. I'm working here for the day.
Right.
Being here for the day, there is a wonderful pub right in the front of the building that you can just go up and order food, and they will just bring it back to you in the game room.
Which is awesome.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that is an amazing.
Oh yeah,
that has been a wonderful addition to this location.
And the food's great too.
Ian not liking his hand, opting for the mulligan. Players are allowed to mulligan once, but which means you don't get it. And there's not a selective mulligan. Some card games offer the option to throw back portions of your hand and redraw.
Right.
In Star Wars Unlimited, it is all or nothing.
Come in.
That's the timer, probably.
Oh, that's the timer.
Yep.
Gotcha. I thought it was your pizza.
Me too, but that's okay. And as Ginger points out in chat, there is a very tasty butterbeer recipe here at the tavern. All right, so time begins. Ian's done. He had resourced and now is reconsidering his life choices. No. Settling in on it now. He's just going to take initiative.
Wow.
Interesting.
That feels rough.
Mark comes in with a Leia.
Woo. Leia allowing him to ready one of the resources he needed to play it, and then he'll also play a Spec
And then playing a
Force
Spec Force Soldier. That's a nice first turn for him.
Yeah, that is a nice first. Especially when your opponent also has nothing on the board. Being able to get 2 units. And then he'll also take the Sabine ping from the leader.
There we go. And, yep, 1 damage to each base. Sabine loves it when she starts with a lead like this, right? We talked about it earlier in the day. Those 25 health bases just look like food for her because what's to really slow you down from using her ability when you're already in the lead?
Ian getting red 3 out in Space Arena.
Hey, I'll see you and raise you.
Yeah. Whew, and that's going to be big.
It's going to be a big red 3 for Mark now.
Yeah, with 2 units on the board.
That's going to be 3, 6, 7 more to Ian's base already. One of the things when both players at the table have a little red in their deck is that the game tends to not take too terribly long.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage. That's a big board state for Mark already. Kind of wild, actually.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Ian's going to come up with a Fleet Lieutenant and do some shenanigans
He's
here.
going to opt to take out the red 3.
I think that's probably not a bad idea, really.
No.
I mean, he was getting a ton of value out of that thing.
Yeah. So really just a tempo play with the Fleet Lieutenant not really needing that extra damage.
Mm-hmm. An Alzatok gunship. Not a card you see a lot of, but
No,
one
but
that
in
I
these-
quite like.
Yeah, I do as well. It's gained a lot of
Ooh,
popularity recently,
player.
actually.
Cleaning up the red 3, taking initiative,
Which
and
has got to feel good.
taking 4 more to the face.
And another one from the Sabine ping.
And 1 more from the Sabine ping. Only 12 HP left on Ian's base, and we're at like
Sabine still comes
and Sabine still comes in for 3 more.
Wild.
we're at this game is not even 5 minutes
Nah.
old.
Wild. I remember one of the showdowns we went to. I had a game 1 against Mark that went exactly like this, where it was just like,
Oh, look, I died. Look, I
oops.
sat down. Oh, look,
Yeah,
I died.
I died. But that was all right. It allowed me to just sideboard into more anti-aggro cards, and I think I won that set. At that particular showdown. Me and Mark always seem to play each other at every showdown we go to. Echo-based Defender coming out.
Oh, on the right-hand side, I've got the wrong
Yeah,
person.
for Ian. That'll slow down Mark a little bit.
Well, I mean, he's going to have to sacrifice
He's gonna have
one
to-
or two
yeah,
of his units to clean
right.
it up.
Something's
basically.
going to have to hit it.
Something's going to have to smash into it to get rid of it.
And actually, at the moment, the only thing that could do it in one swing is his Sabine leader.
Can she? She only does 2 and then 1 to the base.
Oh, that's right. It is. That's
Right,
the, I'm
'cause-
thinking of the unit. That
Yeah,
can,
the
that
unit
can
could do it,
choose.
but the Sabine leader
Right.
just deals the damage straight to the base.
Correct.
Now, the Azatuk does swing in.
Just putting that pressure on,
Yep.
leaving him at 5 HP.
I mean, the smart play for Ian here, he's cleaned something up. I mean,
Right.
the Fleet Lieutenant won't even die. Just I don't
Yeah,
know,
maybe the
knock out
better
Spec Force or
play
something.
there would have been to Tarkentown the
And
gunship,
bring out Leia.
and then put out the Echo-based Defender.
I'm a little surprised he hasn't used his Target Town yet. We are going to see Sabine swing into the defender and put one more on Ian's base.
Mark probably looking to, so that's one more on Ian's base. So that puts him in, for a cause I believe, in range.
Not quite.
Yeah,
He's still got 5 HP left.
No, he just did one more with the
One more with the Sabine.
Because Sabine swung into the Echo-based Defender.
Mm,
Or do I have that wrong?
I thought I'd already counted that one. He should have 5 left. Yeah,
Oh,
he's got
you're
5
right.
left.
Okay, my bad.
They were
My mistake.
getting it set up. He's got 5 left. He's sitting on a Rebel Assault, but I think he's got resources left. A couple, it looks like. And of course, Leia's ability. Right, we saw Leia come onto the board.
Mm-hmm. There's the
Rebel Assault.
Is he going to choose to
He
clear the
needs to-
board a little
he
bit?
needs to clean up the board. I feel like,
I think he has to.
but it also feels like a little bit of a waste to play the Rebel Assault to go do that.
Yeah,
He could have done that with Leia's text.
correct.
Yeah, so he's going to
Yeah.
clean up. He's going to clean up Sabine and Leia and leave the
Right.
Spec
He
Force
could have
soldier
just done
behind.
that with Leia's text.
Mm-hmm. Little bit of light damage on both of those units. Well, it's not light damage for the Fleet Lieutenant, but it's
Yeah.
light damage for Leia at least.
There's the
There's a
Millennium
Falcon. Can't be happy to see that.
No.
Now he's going to Tarkin the Azatuk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Falcon will go ahead and swing in for 3.
Only 2 HP left remaining for Ian in a game that is not quite 7 minutes old.
Which is wild to think about. That's just the Alliance X-Wing.
Simple Alliance X-Wing for
Yeah.
Mark, a little more board
and then
presence. and I
he'll
think
go
they're
ahead and
just gonna-
trade the Spec Force Soldier to get rid of the Sentinel.
What did he do? Oh,
The-
the Spec Force. Yeah, okay.
took out the...
Yeah. But I mean, unless he comes up with a Bright Hope, like that's the card he needs right now. If he doesn't
that
have it
is
already.
exactly the card he needs right now.
If he draws into a Bright Hope, I don't think 2 A-Wings is going to do it. Let's see
No.
what he does. Ian's still on the button here, but he's got exactly 1 action to try to salvage this game.
But I can't... He has 2
had-
A-Wings?
He drew 2 A-Wings. He resourced one of them.
Oof.
I don't know what else he's sitting on. It looks
A-Wing...
like
I think one's a Battlefield Marine.
yeah.
I'm not sure what the other ones are.
Honestly,
I think one of them is for a cause, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it is for. I do think he's got a for a cause in there, but I think at this point it's a Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah.
He's going to swing with a whole bunch of pun damage into Leia just to make himself feel better, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
And then also swing with the Fleet Lieutenant.
so all in, that is a huge hit. 3, 6.
Puts a lot of damage on, but again, Mark just has lethal with
Yeah,
the...
I mean, all he has to do is tap 1 unit, and
Right.
we're on to game 2. That's probably... There we go. Howdy. Marvelous.
How's the stream going?
Outstanding. Thank you very much.
Ooh, that was nice.
All right. So.
What equipment are you using? That's really smooth.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. That's game one.
That's game one.
Really quick.
Yes. I gotta get everything reset now. Actually, I need to make me a reset button. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
All right.
that'd be just to reset both.
Well,
the
I
damage
have one
counters.
for match resets, but not one for game resets.
Gotcha.
I need to work on that. Chat's asking about the difference between why are some games 25 or 30, and it all comes down to base choice. I'm going to show you both bases that each of these players have chosen. You get to choose your base. Okay, so on the left, Mark has opted for Chopper base. No game text. He gets the cunning aspect and 30 health there in the top left. Ian on the right has chosen Tarkentown for his base. Now he gets 25 HP, the aggression aspect, and a once per game bit of game text there he can use. He can just as an action he can just deal 3 damage to a unit that's already got some damage on it. But in order to get that game text, he comes in with less HP.
A lot of people have been disenchanted with Tarkentown and opting to just play one of the 30 health red bases. I've gone back and forth. I've kind of landed at I like Tarkentown, especially right now in the meta. When the meta swung to like 90% control.
Oh god, that was rough.
The 30 health one was
that was unpleasant.
That was the better call.
That was very
but then
unpleasant.
In response to the meta going 90% control, aggro came back in a big way, and so right now we're in a very healthy, balanced meta, I would say. And so I still think it's a preference on whether or not you like Tarkentown or the 30 health, but I think into the aggro matchups, Tarkentown is an advantage. It's another tool in your toolbox. It's another piece of removal. I've been a huge advocate for Tarkentown, and I would, if I was playing the Leia deck, I would be playing Tarkentown.
Chad asking if the text action sort of like a handicap buff for playing against a 30 HP base. I would say no. It's a handicap for getting that once per game bonus that you think you get to do. Right. Each aspect at the moment in the way the game is designed has one base that you can play that comes in with a little less HP, but gives you a frequently what is meant to be a powerful one-time effect that you can use sometime in the game. The players have decided that some of those effects are worth paying for, and some of them are, well, maybe not necessarily. It kind of depends on the deck and the player.
I love the design space they've left open with bases.
I do
because
too.
They can just do anything.
I really look forward to seeing some really interesting bases in the future.
And that's one of the things too, is like they've spoiled a lot of cards.
Yeah,
so
we
far.
haven't seen a single base.
Seen a single base. Apparently, somewhere in one of the streams, they did say that there will not be rare bases in the second set.
Oh, interesting.
But that doesn't mean there will be no bases with text on them.
No,
that just means they won't occupy the rare slot.
They chose to do that in this set, but that's
I think that's really
their choice.
That means drafting the second set is going to be way more interesting.
I think so. Both players here in game 2 having an identical first turn.
There we go.
Opting for the high orbitals, coming in with some A-wings.
I'll be interested if Ian decides to use his A-wing to take out Mark's A-wing, or if he will just go
He's going to Fleet Lieutenant. I think he's going to go straight for the jugular.
Base, yeah.
It's exactly.
And I think that's...
I think for Ian, you have to make this play because you start behind.
You're already 5 health behind. You have to just race.
Bam, with that one play,
there you go.
Just made it up, right?
Yeah.
Fleet Lieutenant comes in.
Now Mark will choose to go ahead and get rid of it.
Yep.
Totally makes sense.
Yep, I agree. But for Ian, that is a great play because it allows you to basically tie the game up. So now both players on 24 HP.
And Ian will take
Ian claims the initiative. And a rogue operative coming out on left side of the board.
Love that card. Fun that it's also a rebel. That's a card design that they could have made like Underworld or something.
But that one,
it being Rebel is
That's one of the reasons I love that card.
yeah. I think if
it's
it
so
wasn't Rebel,
strong.
it would see far less play currently.
Yeah.
Next set, that might be a whole nother ball game with all the Underworld support coming.
They're really pushing the Underworld stuff in the next set,
Yeah.
which I'm really going to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
I will as well. That
All
makes
right,
me
Ian spending it all for a K2.
with the amount of Underworld support that is coming in the next set. Underworld / Mandalorian seems to be the two main that are getting a ton of support. I will be excited for the third set in hopes that will be all the Force.
Well, the third set is Twilight of the Republic, so I
Correct.
think the anticipation is we'll definitely see some more Republic Jedi kind of units.
So Fleet Lieutenant
of the A-Wing, a big 5 hit there of his own. If you're Ian, I think you have to take the Fleet Lieutenant and just go smash. He's going to go ahead and kill the A-Wing with Tarkintown.
Makes sense. Yeah, I would.
4 more to his base.
Yeah, if I'm Ian here, I probably trade my Fleet Lieutenant for Mark's.
It's probably the smart play. It's one less thing to worry about.
Right. Because then K2 can kill the rogue operative.
Mm-hmm. And survive, even, hilariously.
Correct.
Trick is he need... Ooh.
Oh, wait, I think he thought it... Again,
the
rogue operative being weird, having 4 HP.
He's going to go to the base.
Realizing that he wasn't going to be able to trade it.
That's one of the things I love about rogue operative.
Yeah.
Sabine punishes both players for 1. Ian's just going to take the initiative. Out comes Sabine.
For another 3.
For 3 more. Both players done resourcing. Let's see how Ian chooses to navigate things. Coming in to use Leia's game text.
Yeah.
Looks like.
You know what? I like that because okay. He's
gonna
overwhelm there.
No overwhelm because that rogue has 4 HP.
Oh, right.
So that's just and then trade Fleet Lieutenants out.
Fleet Lieutenants. I like that play.
I think that's really good. Because he's going to bring Leia out this round anyway. That way he gets some use out of that side.
Red 3 coming down for Mark. Gonna buff up Sabine. Pump a little bit more damage this turn. Way less, thanks to Ian clearing the board that way.
Yeah, it was a really good board clear. I think that's one of the things that I have not played enough of Leia to really wrap my brain around.
I haven't either.
How good her game text really is.
After Leia was the first character I played in the pre-release.
Yeah, the pre-release, yeah.
And I really enjoyed it at the first pre-release event, and I kind of gravitated towards her a bit in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then just in my mind couldn't really make it work the way that I wanted to.
Okay.
We got surprise
strike on Sabine. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with her game text should be 7.
Yeah, 5
to Ian's
6,
base.
7. Yeah.
Down to only 4 HP left. You know, Hero Red Yellow is something that I have tried, but I've always tried it with Cassian.
Okay.
I've long wanted to I really wanted to make Cassian work. Mm-hmm. And as much as I like his game text, Sabine just feels stronger because of how fast she is.
No, 100%.
Yeah. Leia deploys.
And Mark just takes
grabs the initiative. I mean, so Ian's got at least 4 more damage he can pump in right here, but he's got
Ian
a
has
big mountain to
3
climb.
ready resources.
He has 3 ready resources, it looks like. Having taken the initiative,
He
Mark's turn is
can't-
over, so Ian's free to do whatever.
He can't kill Sabine with the current board.
Mm-mm.
Well, Tarkentown can't target leaders. Anyway.
Tarkentown can't target leaders anyway. Plus, he's used it.
Right.
He is going to bring in a red 3.
Okay, that'll let him answer Sabine.
Because now he has enough damage to put her off the board.
Correct. So Leia will take 2 damage. Oh, red. Wait.
Leia's a raid 1.
Plus
Raid 2 now. That's enough damage to kill her.
Yeah. I think they're missing that.
I think they are missing that.
I don't think it matters, though. Because
Well,
even if
I'm
he
not
had killed
convinced it matters, but...
Yeah, we'll see.
Because, I mean, at this point...
Because Leia's 3 or...
Leia's a 3/6 with a raid 1.
Right.
And she's a
then
raid
plus
2
1
now
for-
because red 3's on the
Right.
board.
So yeah, they just missed.
So they just missed it. Sabine should be dead.
But here's a heroic.
He's
sacrifice.
just going to heroic sacrifice.
And even if he had done that on red 3,
it wouldn't. Yeah, so even though it feels, I'm with you. It feels like they missed the thing with
Right.
Leia, but in the end, it
in
wouldn't
the
have
end, it
mattered.
didn't matter.
The only unit that would have survived the heroic sacrifice would have still sealed the
Right.
deal there. Well, guys, like we said, red decks. That was a quick round.
Red deck go. Burn.
That is a quick round, kids. All right. Well, we have unfortunately a fair chunk of time to kill here. So both players are going to clean that up, and we have a lot of time to wait before the round ends. So what I want to do, I'm going to sit here and eat my pizza for at least a few minutes.
Right.
And why don't we take about 10 or 15 minutes?
Yeah,
We'll come back close to the end of the round. Let's
then we
look
can-
at some standings.
Yeah, yeah.
We can look at some deck lists, a couple things.
Sure.
We can talk through what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I've